Hi, this is Sharon, and in this video I'm going to share with you how to burn the underside of a hummingbird's wings. This video clip is taken from my full-length Hummingbird online masterclass workshop. Enjoy!
When working on the primary feathers, the feathers on the outside here of the wings, you're going to want to use very, very low heat. When you test for your heat, make sure you're testing very tiny strokes and going relatively slow and short, because if you check on strokes like this, you're going to be tempted to put your heat up, and that's not a good idea because you're going to burn everything. So test on very tiny slow strokes. What I recommend, and the best way to do this, is to start going on one side like so. You do all of them going this direction. All going this direction. And if you want to put some shafts in there, I have put a few shafts in there where I think they might go. I hit a softer piece of grain of wood right here. You can see how much darker it got there. That'll happen. And I'm going to show you in just a second how to fix that. But when you are doing this, what you're doing is you're getting into a particular rhythm. So once you're in the zone, don't stop. Just keep going. That's why you want to do one side first. All going in this direction, because what you'll do, oops, sorry about that. What you will do is you will get into a rhythm. And it's easier to maintain that rhythm than it is to switch and go this way, this way, this way, this way. So you want to stick with one rhythm first. Here we go. Almost there. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that one yet, so I'm going to leave it. Okay, so I've gotten all these in, and I have a few patches here that got a little bit dark. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. Anytime you burn something that's a little darker than you'd like it to be, the only thing you have to do is you take a razor blade and very gently, and I mean really gently, you're going to scrape just as if you were scraping a tiny bit of burnt toast. You're going to gently scrape until you remove the excess burn. I'm going through here and emphasizing this area. This is the shoulder area and then the feathers underneath. I want to make sure that we know that these are two separate areas and that these primaries are not growing right out of that. But the thing is that this is angled, so these feathers, we don't have much of a view of them. They're kind of hidden. It's called foreshortening. So there's a bit of foreshortening going on here, but we want to communicate to the viewer that, that these things are not growing out of that. So I'm just going in and putting in some darker layers in there. Now I'm going to go through and work on the other side. Same thing I did on the right side, I'm going to do on the left side. Now, in order to define these feathers a little further, I'm going to drag my pen on its side. Now, understand now I'm dragging the pen on its side, okay? So, let's see if I can do this for you here. This is what I'm doing. I'm not cutting into it now. I'm dragging it on its side very gently. Okay? You don't want it to get caught on anything. So you just want to gently drag on its side. And what I'm doing here is I'm defining one feather from another just by adding a very, very light shadow where the feathers overlap. You go from one feather to the other feather. You know, this is one of those things that's very optional. If you feel you can get away with it, do it. If not, then don't. The key is to add enough detail that it looks fantastic and that you feel you have control over it. But if something seems like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed, just don't do it. Simplify it. You're better off having a simplified piece that looks really good than a complicated piece that it's just you're not able to pull it off. So, you know, it takes practice, and if you feel bold, give it a shot, and always give it a shot on your practice piece. You know, if you were going to do the wings like that, if you were going to do the wings like that, you wanted to drag them, and then you were going to put in those lines, try them on a practice piece first.